So let me get this straight. The Eagles move on from Malcolm Jenkins, but they bring back burnt toast Jalen Mills. Burnt toast Jalen Mills. I'm not really surprised by this. I was posting in my community tab that I was expecting the Eagles to move on from Malcolm Jenkins. The signs were pointing that way, so it's not really a huge shocker that the Eagles are moving on from him. No, it's not a huge shocker whatsoever. But it stings, man. This absolutely stings. It's not quite like when we lost Brian Dawkins, but it's pretty close to the way I felt when we moved on from Brian Dawkins. It's pretty damn close to that. I'm not saying that Malcolm Jenkins is Brian Dawkins by any stretch of the imagination, but he was one of the closest things that he was probably the closest thing we had to Brian Dawkins, since Brian Dawkins. And, losing him, man, him moving, them moving on from him, turning down his option, making him effectively a free agent, it stings. This one right here definitely does sting. Malcolm Jenkins is definitely going to he got options out there. There's definitely going to be teams that are going to go after Malcolm Jenkins. He is one hell of a safety, one of the best safeties in the league. Definitely a Hall of Famer for sure. Definitely a future Pro Football Hall of Famer. And to me, he's always going to be an Eagle. Just like Brian Dawkins was always an Eagle to me, even though he was playing in Broncos uniform, Malcolm Jenkins is always going to be an Eagle to me. I know he wasn't drafted by the Eagles. I know he played, he was drafted by the Saints and played the beginning of his career with the Saints. But to me, Malcolm Jenkins will always be an Eagle. Without Malcolm Jenkins, we don't win that Super Bowl. Plain and simple. So, I was preparing myself for this. I knew that there was probably all likelihood the way that Roseman was talking, because Roseman was saying he's gonna, the way he was talking, it was pretty clear that he did not want to pay Malcolm Jenkins. He was ready to move on from Malcolm Jenkins. The words that he was using, and I saw people saying, no, there's a chance that we might keep Malcolm Jenkins. I'm like, no. The way that Roseman was talking, you could tell that he had no interest in bringing Malcolm Jenkins back. He says that we are, quote unquote, retooling for this season. But it's pretty clear. To me, it's pretty clear what he's doing right now. I see this as a rebuilding year. I'm just going to be honest. That's what I see this season as. I see it as a rebuilding year. Now, I got my expectations super high last year. I thought that right there could be a Super Bowl team. I used to, remember I was telling you guys that I thought they were going to be, that could be better than the 2017 team. Obviously, I was 100% wrong on that one. But I had really high expectations. This season, I was treading lightly. I was just going to the season to see what happened. But I wasn't going to the season anyway with super high expectations. I said, borderline playoff team like we were last year. A team that's gonna be in the playoff picture to the very end of the season. And that's the way I viewed. That's the way I was going to the season, view them as a playoff team, but nowhere near on the level of being a Super Bowl contender. And Roseman obviously wants to get younger. This is definitely a youth movement that he's doing right here. But what pisses me off right now, man, why would you bring back Jalen Mills? Why would you bring that bum Jalen Mills back? Eagles re-signed Jalen Mills to a 1-year contract. According to reports, Jalen Mills is going to move over to safety. Lord, just shoot me now. Just shoot me now. Jalen Mills is going to move over to safety. He's going to take Malcolm Jenkins' spot. Malcolm Jenkins was one of the few players on this damn team that was constantly on there giving his all, never getting hurt. But yet we're going to replace it with this injury-prone, burnt-toast bum, Jalen Mills. That pisses me off. What do we have to do to get rid of damn Jalen Mills? What is it that Roseman, Jim Schwartz, what do they see in this damn dude? Yes, he plays with heart. Yes, he does play with heart at times. He does play with heart. But he spends most of his damn time getting beat on double moves, pump fakes. He's not a very good he's not a very good coverage guy. He's not. Yes, being at safety, he's going to be further back. Obviously, he's going to be, further back down the field. But still, I'm not excited whatsoever about this whatsoever. I'm not. It's a humongous gamble. I'm not expecting much from Jalen Mills next year. I expect the same old Jalen Mills, burnt toast Jalen Mills. Eagles also bring back Rodney McLeod at safety. They agreed to a 2-year contract with Rodney McLeod. I'm happy about that. I do like Rodney McLeod. Rodney McLeod is pretty good player. That was a guy that there was speculation that the Eagles are just gonna let him walk in free agency, but that was not the case. I just don't get it, man. Yes, Malcolm Jenkins was older. Yes, he was older. And yes, he was asking for a pay raise, which he absolutely deserved. You look at the market for these safeties. You look at the market that was out there for these safeties, man. Guys who are nowhere near as good as Malcolm Jenkins, don't do nearly as much as Malcolm Jenkins, we're getting these big paydays. So if I was Malcolm Jenkins, I would have felt the same way. I would have felt like, hey, man, look at these guys, man. Look what I contribute to this team. Look what I give to this team. I stay on the field. If I was Michael Jenkins, I would have wanted to get get a payday as well. I would have wanted to get an increase as well. What I was hoping they would have did was give him like a 2-year extension, whatever, to his contract, and give him a pay bump. And that during that time you draft his replacement. That's what I was hoping they would do. But they decided to make this bomb Jalen Mills his replacement. Like, they feel like Jalen Mills is going to do any better at safety. Maybe Jalen Mills surprises us. I don't know. Maybe he does, but I'm not really expecting much from that bomb Jalen Mills. You guys, if you watch my videos, you know exactly how I feel about Jalen Mills. I cannot stand the dude. I wanted his ass off my damn team this year. But Roseman and damn Jim Schwartz, they have this love affair with this dude for some reason. I don't know. Eagles also re-signed quarterback Nate Sudfeld, so he'll be back next year backing up Carson Wentz. I'm not surprised by that at all. I expect them to try to keep him. They have Roseman, Doug Peterson. They have a lot of faith in Nate Sudfeld coming to his 5th year in our system. They have a lot of trust in Nate Sudfeld. So I'm not surprised at all they brought him back on a 1-year deal to back up the Carson Wentz. But Malcolm Jenkins, man, best of luck to you, man. This sucks. I'm not surprised that this happened. I was expecting this to happen, but it still sucks when it becomes official. The Eagles turned down his the 5th year option in his contract. He is now officially a free agent. But a guy like Malcolm Jenkins is not going to be a free agent for long. He is not going to be a free agent for long. Somebody is going to snatch up Malcolm Jenkins very, very, very quickly. And quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the New Orleans Saints. Sean Payton at one time said that one of his biggest regrets was letting Malcolm Jenkins walk in free agency when he came to the Eagles. And he had been trying to very hard to get Malcolm Jenkins back there. Now he has an opportunity to get him back down there in New Orleans. So I would not be surprised if the Saints go after Malcolm Jenkins. But make no mistake about it, Malcolm Jenkins will not have a shortage of market at all. Somebody's gonna snatch him up very quickly. Like I said, man, this hurts almost as much as it hurt when we lost Brian Dawkins, man. That right there stung for a long time. Especially when I saw him wearing those Denver Bronco colors, man. It was tough to see that. This is the closest thing to the way I felt during when we moved on for Brian Dawkins after the 2008 season. It stings, man. Absolutely stings. But Malcolm Jenkins, man, thank you for everything you've done for our team, man. Thank you for helping us win our first Barty Trophy. A very, very classy guy, both on and off the field, man. Team player, man. You definitely deserve to get paid, and I was definitely on board. I definitely supported 100% with you getting your money, because you definitely had earned it, in my opinion. But Roseman obviously did not want to pay him that, because obviously, Malcolm Jenkins is older now. And I will admit, he did take a little step back, but not too much of a step back. He was still a very, very good safety. Still a top 5, maybe top 3 safety in the game. But Roseman obviously had no interest whatsoever in paying him. I knew, like I said, when I heard what he said in that press conference, saying that Jenkins is going to do what's best for him and we're going to do what's best for the Philadelphia Eagles organization, I knew right there, yeah, Malcolm Jenkins is not coming back. I knew that. I knew that. And that's exactly what happened. Malcolm Jenkins is now a free agent. So they turned down the 5th-year option. He's gone. So yeah, best of luck to Malcolm Jenkins in the next chapter of his career. I wish him nothing but the best, man. Thank you for everything you've done for this team, man. It absolutely sucks that this the way it ends, his tenure in Philadelphia. But like I said, man, Malcolm Jenkins, in my opinion, to me, he will always be a Philadelphia Eagle, and I will always be grateful for his contributions to our team. Other news, Kamu Grugier-Hill is on his way out. I believe he signed already. Not quite sure who he signed with, but Kamu Grugier-Hill, on Twitter, he said thank you to the Eagles fan base.
A new message has arrived.
So he's obviously gone. Yeah, Kamu Grugier-Hill is obviously gone. Jordan Howard, which I don't think that really surprised anybody. That they got their guy Miles Sanders. I'm a huge Miles Sanders fan. But Jordan Howard goes down to, I believe he goes to the Miami Dolphins on a 2-year contract. I think worth $10 million, so $5 million a season. He played so well for us, to begin the season. But then the injuries, the quote-unquote stinger, with Jordan Howard, and that was it. I knew that he was not coming back. With the emergence of Boston Scott, it's obvious that the two, they're going to go with Miles Sanders and Boston Scott primarily sharing the carries out of the backfield next year. But yeah, I'm not really going to this season with any super high expectations, regardless of what we do next. I think this is still a team that can win the NFC East. I think we're still a playoff team, a borderline playoff team. But right now, this team is nowhere near close to being a Super Bowl contender. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I see this right now as another maybe 9-7. 9-7, maybe 10-6 season. That's what I'm seeing right now. 9-7, 10-6. But we'll see. We'll see as free agency goes on. We'll see as the draft goes on. But right now, I think this is going to be a learning curve season. Roseman calls it retooling, but I call it rebuilding. I say at least another 2-3 years before the Eagles are back legitimately, compete for a Super Bowl championship. And I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping it real. That's just the way I view it right now. Roseman has not made any moves that have knocked my socks off. He has not been as aggressive as I thought he was going to be. There's still time, but, he has not shown me that he's really committed to winning this year. What he's shown me is that he's committed to get younger, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. But come out and say it. You're doing a youth movement and you want to rebuild. Just come out and say it. I'm all for getting younger. I'm all for building a team, putting together a team that can win for many years to come, not just for now. I'm all for that. But just come out, Roseman, and admit we're in the rebuilding phase. Hopefully it's not a very, very long phase. Hopefully, we're able to put this team together pretty quickly and get back in that conversation of championship contendership. But yeah, we'll see what happens the rest of this free agency period. We'll see what happens during the draft, man. But yeah, this sucks, man. That bomb, Jalen Mills, is back here in Philadelphia on a 1-year deal. Ronnie McLeod, glad to have Ronnie McLeod back. I think Ronnie McLeod is a pretty good safety. I'm glad we signed him a couple years ago. So welcome back, Ronnie McLeod. We'll see what happens. I'm not putting much faith in Jalen Mills at safety at all. I know some Eagle fans were saying that they want to see him at safety. I'm not putting much faith in that whatsoever. But hey, maybe he might surprise me. Who knows? Only time will tell. That's all I gotta say, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Or is this hitting you the same way it's hitting me, man? Because it's definitely hit me. It's hit me very hard. Losing Malcolm Jenkins, it hurts almost as bad as when we lost Brian Dawkins. But like I told you guys, I saw the writing on the wall. I knew this was gonna happen. But anyway, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you, Malcolm Jenkins, for everything you've done for our team. I wish you nothing but the very best wherever you go next. But as always, go Birds. Spunky 991 is out of here. Fly Eagle Fly. Peace.